Good day, everyone. It is a Sunday. We're in the first week of March, and it's a cold one out, but we're still gonna go and find something to do. I got Zoe with me, and I'm not sure where we're gonna go yet. We're not going out in the tracker today. We're gonna probably go down to Port Harmon, see if I get the drone to fly up there, because sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. It's geofencing zone, but it's weird because sometimes it allows me. So I'm gonna go to give that a try to start with. I'd also like to go down to the end of Kippens after and see if I can get the drone into the waterfalls there. I don't know if the road going in there is cleared out or not, because guaranteed it's big icicle formations falling down through the waterfall this time of year, and I'd like to get some drone footage of that. But as for now, we're going to start by going down to Port Harmon, do a little drive around there. This time of year it's really hard to get in and do some different videos because everything is just buried in snow. So I'm going to do what I can today anyway. I am a day late from usual for doing a video due to yesterday being a big storm. Well, not a big storm, but it was windy enough. It would not have been an enjoyable day in the woods. It was just, I'd say, about 60-70 km/h winds and blowing snow and all that. So I decided not to do anything yesterday. Well, did a bit of work, but that's it. So I guess we're gonna head on into town here now, get some gas and that. Probably grab a little snack, something to eat. I'm sure Zoe wouldn't have a problem with that either. So here we go. So we just got down to Port Harmon, and the winds are still pretty high here. I don't know if I'll be able to get the drone out or not, but I'm gonna try. And the reason I stopped here first is because years ago, I believe in the early 1970s, a big boat came ashore here and ended up sinking. And I don't know if I can find anything on Google about it, but I'll see if I can find a picture and add it in right about here. But yeah, this the winds are, I don't know, probably about 30 km/h today. And I did come down here last night with Crystal for a drive, and I took a little video clip of the waves, and they were really something, so I'll add that in here too. And here's what they look like now. They're not near as bad as last night. So what we're gonna do now is take a drive around Port Harmon here, and there's like a walking trail down at the end here. It's a beautiful spot. If it's not too cold, I'm gonna take Zoe for a walk down there because she's just dying to get out. I mean, she loves the outdoors. She can't get enough of it. So Let's see what we can do.
Waking up this morning, waking up before it's getting 9. Kinda heavy on my shoulders, tracking down some moments back in time. I could've swore that I was in it, down to every minute. Don't know what I was sipping, but I felt like I was doing fine. Oh my. Turns out that I just got a little bit south, just a little bit north of the Georgia line.
Just for reference, we are down at Port Harmon now, where all the little cabins are and the fishing boats. And over here is Indian Head, and there's an old structure out there in the water. I'm pretty sure it was some kind of bridge or conveyor or something at one time. Not really sure on that. Someone might know though. And orange building, that's called Little Port area. And just to the right you can see one of those big yellow oil tankers, which is no longer in use. And just over to the left from there is Nuco, and the salmon hatchery is just down a little further. And let's see, right over there is the airport and the runway. So right to the left of that there's a walking trail, and I think it's pretty cold out today, but I'm gonna take Zoe for a little walk anyway, because she's just dying to get out. So she don't think we're going anywhere now. She's just laying down in the back. And Zoe want to go for a walk? Hey? She's like, oh yeah, let's go. Alright, that's enough for me. Let's go for a little walk. Got my warm winter hat on. We're ready to go. Come on, Zoe. She's right in her glory now. She loves this. So last year we came down here for a few walks, and there was a big hawk. I mean, this guy was big, and he was just hanging around here all last summer. It was nice to see, because you don't get to see a lot of them around here. Oh, look at that. That tree is just completely uprooted. Must have been a little bit windy. The roots are hauled right out of the ground. Wow. Won't be walking right down to the end of this trail today. I'd say it's about, I don't know, between a quarter and half a kilometer, probably a little more. And let me tell you, the wind today is cutting cold. It's pretty cold today. We had it up to, I think it was 10 or 12 degrees two or 3 days ago, and now it's right back to winter again. So to be expected this time of year in Newfoundland. That's our weather, you know. It's just 4 seasons in one day sometimes, and that's always been the way it is. So we just got to deal with it. What a beautiful spot down here though. On the other side of this tree line over here is a park for in the summertime. You could rent a lot and camp there all summer. Beautiful spot in there. But even along here, I see pipes sticking up out of the ground there. I don't know what that was there for, but something to do with the Americans when they were here for sure. There's all kinds of that stuff all over Steamboat, and I will be sharing a lot of that this summer with you guys too. There's a lot of history in this area from the American Air Force Base, and I found a lot of stuff. I mean, it's unreal. But whatever I get, I'm going to share as I find it. Oh, I think we found some deep drifts here. I think that's going to be the end of our walk, Zoe. For here, anyway. Come on, let's turn around. And the wind's picking up, so. Oh, she smells something underground there. So what we're going to do is head back to the tracker. If the wind's calm enough, I'll see if I can put it up, see if it'll allow me to. This is a beautiful spot too, though. I plan on kayaking through this summer now. That's the plan. But for now, I'm going to head back to the tracker. We didn't walk too far, as if you look up in the distance, you can see the cabins, but it's just too cold today. Okay, so just got back to the tracker, and oh, I gotta start this up and warm it up. I am froze. Not the warmest day out there. The wind has just picked up, so I'm gonna wait here a few minutes and see if it dies down a bit and get the drone put up if I can. And I thought I slept in late this morning, but I come to find out today was, or last night was daylight savings time, so I don't feel so bad now. Slept until 11 on my day off. That's not terrible.
There's somewhere to be every night of the week. Seems God ain't close as he used to be. And there's more tequila in this old town than pines in Tennessee. I ain't the man I thought I'd be. And these neon lights that keep me up got me thinking maybe mom and dad had it right all along. We're too old to still be alone, and we ain't happy ever after all. I'm just saying it wouldn't be as bad, 'cause we made it out living in our hometown.
Well, that was a successful flight. It gave me a bunch of cautions that I'm not supposed to fly here, and I had to agree to a bunch of terms and conditions, but it actually let me fly, which is surprising. And if any of you watched the drone footage, you noticed there was 4 big tripods over on the other side of the waterway here. And if anybody knows what that was for, please let me know in the comments. I believe it was something to do with the Americans when they were here back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, around there. And I'm not sure what it was used for, but I would really like to know. Any insight? Greatly appreciate it. I should have flew it up a little higher, but the weather looks bad up in the mountain there. But just up from them on the top of the mountain is where that abandoned radar station is, called Joey's Lookout. And I think it was last summer or the summer before, someone caught it on fire inside, and there's not really much to burn there because the whole building is concrete, but it's scorched pretty good inside now. And I noticed I do a lot of searching on Google Maps and that, there's a pond up behind there. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a hike, but it looked like I've seen something in the water. And what I'll do is I'll zoom in and take a screenshot of it, and I'll add that to the video right about here. And to me it just looks like almost like a silo or something. I know it's not a silo, but it's definitely something I gotta check out this summer. Maybe I'll drive up to Joey's Lookout when the snow is gone, because apparently they got the road fixed up now. All the washouts are all fixed, and see see if I could fly the drone into it instead of hiking into it, because it looks like it could be a hard hike. And I really love the drone for that stuff. It saves so much walking. If there's something in there, then yes, I'll want to hike in to see it. But if it's nothing, then I didn't waste a trip in hiking for nothing, right? So I think we'll grab a little something to eat downtown. I'm sure Zoe could go for a snack too. And head down to Kippens, see if we get into Romaines Road, and hopefully get into the waterfalls there with the drone. I'm hoping anyway. It's hard to say because I know there's still a lot of snow in there too. But if they got it plowed a little ways in, then I'll try to fly the drone in. Gotta love Mary Brown's taters. One of the best things around here, I find. And they just give Zoe a full chicken strip. And she didn't say no to it. She loves that. Well, it looks like I won't be getting into the Kippens waterfalls today. Just pulled in on Romaines Road here, the dirt road going up to there. And it looks like the river flooded or something, pushed all the ice up onto the road. So yeah, it's pretty bad. It's going to be a while before we can get in here. But that being said, the snow is starting to come down heavy. I'm going to wait here a few minutes and see if I can put the drone up of all the ice disaster here. While I'm waiting for that, I'll show you over to my right here. In the side of that mountain, there's a few holes in that white rock. It looks like caves. I've been looking at it for years and wanting to get into them, and I'm going to see if this summer if there's a way I can. I don't know how far in they go or anything. I don't really know much about it. If anybody do, let me know in the comments. Anybody ever been in them? It'd be great to have some insight on them, because I think it might be a bit hard to get into them. Maybe I might have to just try to get over close to them and fly the drone and see. But anyways, that's for the summertime, not for now. Okay, so the heavy snow is let up. It's still snowing a little bit, but I'm going to send the drone up now and get some footage of this ice mess. It's even flooded over into the Romaines farm field. Wow. since this road is barred off with ice from a flood or whatever, I think Zoe's a bit disappointed, so I'm gonna have to take her somewhere else where she can get out and run a bit. She's really enjoying the taters here too. I mean, she won't have no problems with that. But I'm gonna find somewhere close by I can take her out for a little run. Speed bump there. Alright, so we just stopped at a little side trail here. What? Over this way, Zoe. This is actually a pretty cool trail here. It's on Old Kippens Dump Road. This is a side trail. And I drove through here in the tracker in the summertime. And you wouldn't know it, but it's one huge, like, U-turn, probably about 3 kilometers long. You wouldn't even think that you're going to come back out onto the same road, but you do. So that was a pretty cool little journey when I made it. A little muddy and rocky going through here, but it's not terrible. And there's also a lot of skidoos on this trail going flat out, so I got to be careful with Zoe. When we get back close to the main trail again now, I'll put her on a leash just to be safe. Okay, so we've been walking a while now, so I think we're going to turn around, considering I got a lot of camera equipment and everything left in the tracker there. Just got to be careful these days. Stuff can go disappearing really easy. So we're going to turn around and head her back. Ready to turn around, Zoe? Eh? Not really, she says, but I will. We're about halfway back out, and seeing some rabbit tracks from last night, I'm guessing. You see them going over to the woods there. Yeah, they're around. She's just sniffing the rabbit tracks that are there on the ground. Right there. She's not fussy at being on the leash, but I mean, she don't put up a fight for it either. I don't blame her. I wouldn't want her to be on a leash either, but gotta keep her safe. Okay, Zoe. Come on. Up, up. Good girl. Jumped up under herself like nothing. That was alright? Eh? You enjoyed that, Zoe? Eh? Yeah, you likes that, eh? Loves being outdoors. Can't get enough, she said. So I guess that's the journey for today. We're gonna head her back now and start doing some video editing. The fun part. So if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. I'm actually getting close to the 1,000 subscriber mark. Never thought it would go that far, but it's after going up quite a bit. I think I'm around 912 now or something like that. So if I get to that 1,000 mark, I'd be pretty excited about that. And I appreciate everybody that's subscribed already. Really appreciate it. Appreciate all you. And I always try my best to comment back if anybody comments. Sometimes I don't get notifications, so I apologize for that. But if I get notifications, I'll always comment back. And I'll catch you on the next one.